Good evening. It's 7 p.m. West Coast time. It is Benchmonster TV time.
Welcome to Benchmonster TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Lynn Condre.
Benchmonster, the notorious. Hey, got some great videos this evening and a great speed bench and max effort workout. We had 9 people on one bench on max effort, and it ran relatively smooth. Everybody knows their position, and I was kind of impressed. We had a big crew. And it's kind of growing. I guess people are finding interest in doing things that is painful, torturous, and rewarding. Competition bench press. And we have a contest coming up. May what?
17th, I think.
You got some snot right here. No, not on my shirt. Get away. Wipe your nose. Good child. What's May 19th?
Oh my god. And I'm the child? I just fucking told you. You're saying the wrong fucking date again. Stop bringing it up if you can't say the right fucking date. You're gonna.
You got to have some job. You don't present any videos anymore. Can you just do one thing?
Well, I can, but I just did, and you still said the wrong fucking date. So you're just really a dumb fuck.
You use the F word a lot. You're like a truck driver. Hey, max effort went really well. We had been going close to our chest, if not to our chest, the past 2 weeks. So this week, instead of a deload, we went to a 3-board, alleviate some of the strain off the front delts, and it worked out well. Everybody seemed to agree with me on the board for that day. Got some videos to showcase here. A lot of them were submitted. James Borregal, Ironside Productions. I really appreciate the videos. I went scrounging for some, found a few, and we're going to showcase those. And anything else you'd like to say? Should you be videoing some of your stuff? I mean, they want to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Okay.
It helps when we have some videos of what you're doing. Can we get them next week?
I don't know. I've explained this. I'm not going to explain it again. You don't listen, so proceed.
Okay. We're going to go right to some videos.
Had a couple, I just didn't get to send them.
Okay, can you send them next week? Because I really like to showcase them. I am going off an 8x11 and a half piece of paper today. I don't have any binder stuff here. When you do 200 and some shows, these go quickly, front and back. First up, guy who sends me videos, and I really appreciate them. James Borgalt. He's benching 575 in his 3-ply F8. We got to check it out. Always looking strong. He's got that shirt down. That's a 3-ply there. A lot of spring. That was a smoke show, James. I think we need to put another 150 pounds on the bar. Way easy. Great speed and explosive power. When you load up those shirts, that's what they can do for you. Next up, we got Thor Bjornsson. Thor, the mighty Thor. Anyway, Half Thor is doing some 1,006-pound deadlift. This was in 2024. Looks like I need a backing. That means I have to put this dumb thing up. This looks like probably the Arnold. Back in the corner there where it was when we were there. That's just everyday business for that man. And big man at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very, very large person. Next up, well, we got quite a few awesome videos upcoming here from Chuck Vogelpohl and Jimmy Kolb. In the same sentence, I used those, yes. Anyway, Chuck Vogelpohl here. This one caught my eye because one of the baddest men walking the face of this planet, and still is. And we're going to check him out here. Got to put a backing up for, looks like the rest of the videos. He's doing 1,025 at 220. Fire cap beanie. Inspired me. That's a bad man, people.
Oh, yeah.
He don't play. He don't miss workouts. I mean, on and on I can go. Funny to mention that in the same post, had Louis Simmons quote in there that we talked about before about wannabes and their fire beanies, and there's only one Chuck Vogelpohl. I understand that. And that's why I felt guilty when I read that 15 years ago, maybe 20. And when House of Pain started making the fire beanie cap, and it just it got out of control. And no sooner did that happen, Chuck Vogelpohl switched to another type of Harley Davidson hat and not the beanie. But we clarified that at the Arnold 3-4 years ago. I asked Chuck, and he said that it wasn't a problem, but I did. But I admired the man because it was one of the first videos I saw. It's typical to that. It was a squat video, and he came out with his eyes crossed, face blood red, spitting and cussing at the bar, and intensity. Can't say enough about that. That's what you would see in the dictionary if you looked up intensity. Next up, Kenny Zimmerman pulling 738 for 2. I got to put a backing up. Let's check out Kenny here. Not messing around. Not my favorite lift. I'm not good at it. Some people are. Boy, it looks like nothing.
It does.
Good job, Kenny. Way to go. So he's a young man, and he's got a bright future ahead of him in powerlifting. Stay healthy and injury-free. I pulled one time a 660 in a meet after benching 840. Yeah, I did that. Next up, this young man, 14 years old. His name's Bubba Pritchett. 575 deadlift at 14 years old. Okay, let's check out this young man. That's impressive, people. I don't care. You know what I was doing at 14?
Getting in trouble.
Let me think about it. What year was that? What's 14? 7th grade?
I don't know.
8th grade?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I missed half the year that year. Long story. You have to read about it in my book. This is a one-arm Zercher deadlift. I thought this was interesting. You don't see this every day. I don't know what kind of bar this is, but looks like 315 or something, but dangerous. Not, I don't know what kind of bar that is. Is that one of those, what the fuck is that?
Jesus.
Yeah, that's kind of impressive. I think that's 315 and then a 25 maybe on, I don't, it's,
Yeah, it looks like.
yeah. But what's that bar called that whips like that? Elephant bar?
Earthquake bar?
Earthquake? No, is that what it is? Earthquake?
Maybe.
But that's, I don't know what it was, smaller diameter. And I don't know. That's good. Great job, man. Very impressive. Next up, we have Robert Ludwig. He sent me a video, and we're going to put it on Benchmonster TV, of course. Appreciate you sending it. 405 bench at 206 body weight. I got to use a backing. Let's check out Mr. Ludwig here. Doing a little self handoff. Gave him a few pointers, just simple pointers that could better his bench. Takes it on himself. No spotter. Pushes it up. A strong kid. And very happy that he got it. You'll see. Oh, yeah. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Good.
Yeah. Way to go, Robert. Thank you for the video. Way to go. Next up, Jimmy Kolb. Need I say more? I'm sure everybody's seen this because I was on every social media site that I went to. Says 1,200 for 10. Boy, I tell you, people. Do I need a backing for Jimmy? I think I do. Let's check out Jimmy Kolb here. Doing a little one-board action. Oh, wow. This amazes me. So comfortable under that weight. Just like every day. Just push it up every day. That is crazy right there, people. I remember when I did it off a 3-board or something in 2010 for one. And he's playing with it.
Sure is.
And I think the weights start to come off a little bit. That's what we saw on here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. A lot of weight, people. Very impressive, Mr. Kolb, as always.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for sending that video out so I can post it. I haven't seen a video from Jimmy in a while, and I really appreciate you showing that one. Jamal Browner. I might have posted this one already, but you know what? I like it again because this kid here is no straps, and he pulls it for 2. My question is, I think he can do 1,076. Like, that's easy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the fucking grip strength to hold it. You don't just fucking grab that bar and hold 1,000 pounds, people. Not everybody can do that. Without straps. That's what impressed me. Julius Maddox. Saw this posted. Not sure when and where. But my question is always going to be, when I see Julius Maddox, is I want him to base his feet out and drive with his feet. Just doesn't, oh, man. He's pausing it. It's 6:05, doing 6 reps with it. Having fun with it. Get those legs involved. Flat-footed. Drive towards your handoff guy. Push with those legs, man. Bench 850 that way. It just plays with weight like a toy. 6:05. Long pauses, too. That's crazy strong, people. Yeah. Julius is the king and always will be until somebody comes along better. And I don't foresee anybody doing that. And he's credited with a 792.
Did you look it up?
Well, it's what he did in that one meet. 92 or 96? No, 92. 82? We saw him do 777 at the Arnold.
Yeah.
Speaking of big benchers, Eric Spoto here. This popped up, and this is a little blast from the past, but you know what? It's Eric Spoto, and this was him doing his official 722 world record, beating Scott Mendelson, and he was the real deal. And rotator cuff injury took him out, kind of, but there was no stopping him that day. I think he got $5,000 for that or something too. A lot of money. Awesome lift, Eric Spoto. Not sure what he's up to, but yeah, no, don't hear from. Don't see any interviews. Don't see any posts.
Weird.
Yeah, but yeah, he's an awesome lifter. And probably could have gone further too.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I have for videos. Like I said, I could have dug for a little bit more, but I try to find the big, fancy, fun ones that everybody wants to see, and that's the best I can do. We have Speed Bench coming up. This occurs on Friday at 4 o'clock, and this is our Speed Bench workout. Let's check it out. We opted for some chains. 2 of them to be in fact. Using a straight bar. We'll use a Duffalo bar tomorrow, probably with bands. We switch them up. Trying to drive and forcibly as possible, explode that weight up, under control. Fast as you can. Love my chains, 20 pounds a piece. Adding weight as we move the grip out, usually 10 pounds. Not a big crew on this day. I think there was maybe just 2 of us. Again. No, 3. There's Elijah. Okay. We decided to do some decline, close grip. Jose was setting me out in my line and making 315 feel like a toy when the bar is in the right place. And that's something Jose's been doing with me, and I really appreciate it. I have to return the favor and put his bar in his line. Can't hand it off over his throat. That's where I've been taking the bar for too long, and this shit's got to stop. So he went a little heavier than me. I was just doing some 315. And he wants to up it a little bit. He's going for 600 raw bench now. He did the 500. Now it's on to the next one. And in order to do that, you got to do more work. I wish it was less work equal to bigger bench. Only if you overtrain. Then we stayed there. Might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Hook up some bands. This time we hooked them up further back in the rack, and that made it a motherfucker. It was hard. I'm gritting my teeth. Well, accessories are key to your bench. You got to train those triceps one way or another. I wish we could just speed bench and go home, but not going to amount to nothing that way. Love the bands on here. Makes it hard, and it's right in that extension line. Perfect. Going 135 with double mini bands here. Not that easy. I don't know if these were the gym's bands or the ones behind the counter. I'm not sure. But they were taunt. Oh, I got to try it too. This was kicking my ass right here. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Decided to alleviate some of the elbow pain and inflammation doing these kickbacks here. Squeezing the upper back and extending out and flexing. 8 and 4 position. Trying to hold it for a split second. I've seen people do these with 75s and they just swing them back and forth. That's not how it's done. Get a peak muscular contraction at the top, and this is what we're doing. That's like 45, I think. And it's hard. Finish with some reverse push downs. At this point, we're plotting what we're doing Tuesday. 9 times out of 10, we talk about it through the whole workout. Without a plan, you plan to fail. Speed bench. Now I'm solo on Benchmonster TV the way I like it. Okay, we're going to go into max effort. Like I said, we had 9 people. I couldn't film everybody and everybody's lift. I'm sorry. It's just, I tried to pick the best, and let's see what we got. Well, little 325. Yeah, it's hard to add these weights up. 405 here. We're trying to do a 3-man. Kind of weirded me out a little bit. I didn't like it. Kind of got dropped in my hands, but I was like, fuck, we're going to 3 board. Jose gonna go 405 here. He looked good. He probably could have gone 500 again. BJ Dirk showing up here doing 500. He's making his comeback. 16 weeks out from the show. Got to start somewhere. He opted for a 2 board using the Widowmaker, I think. Or is he in a shirt? Widowmaker so far. Jose here, 465, going to a 3 board. It's a big lift. Oh, that's easy. Me in the 53 F8 with 715 or something. Is that all the weights? I think all the reds, yeah. 715, just checking the handoff. Looks good, feels good. That shirt's a magic shirt, let me tell you. Fits me perfect and does the lift perfect. Dan Logman, 655, I believe. 3 board action. Doing some repetition work. Good. Jose here, 500. Nothing. I think he keeps going up. 805. Now we're approaching close to 6 o'clock, so I wanted to go 900 after this, but got to fit in the assistance work. And by the time it was getting too close to 6, I like a good hour of assistance work, so 805, and wanted to go 9, but it is what it is. Felt good off the board, but it's nowhere near 1200, I'll tell you that. But who cares? 715 here, BJ in his shirt, I think. Getting the calluses back, feeling the pain, blowing blood vessels in the eyeballs. That's how you start. Big Joe here did a big old lift here, 715. Never had that weight in his hand before. He was having a good time wearing Dan's shirt. Jose here with 565. It's a big 3 board raw press. Controls it down and locks it out. It's 1 step closer to where we're going. Dan here with 715. There might be a quarter on the side. That would make it 765. Going to see some big lifts at this upcoming meet of ours coming up in May. Decided to do rolling dumbbells on the floor. My left shoulder was irritating me because of the upright height was a little low and the shirt was torquing my arm in. And this kind of irritated. I had to go over and use the massage gun after this first set because it was kind of flared up back there. That rear deltoid area. So my first set is a little painful, but it's not even like a Theragun. It's actually like a Dremel tool that we attached a massage tool to it. Beats the shit out of the back of your anywhere you put it on your body, and it's loosens it up pretty quickly. This kind of hurts my left arm. I'm a little pissed, but I'm gonna fight through it. Fight through the pain. With 9 people, you got to have a couple stations of this, so I'm going over to work on that. I come back and it feels a lot better now. We got 75s, and I'm cracking those out. I want to try to beat my record of 130 for 5 on that particular lift. Decided to go close grip extensions here. Smith machine. Big crew that night. It was awesome. We moved quickly. We were started at 4:30 and we got out of there at 7:10. So it's a long day at the office, but it's what we do. Some people go to bars. We go to bars, bench press bars. Jose here stepping it up, plate and a quarter. So we did a palms facing and a palms away extension. We'll probably do push downs, and we'll hit shoulders on Wednesday now. Because just fitting in shoulders isn't really working on bench night. By the time we get around to it at the end, it's piss poor shoulder exercises. So we're doing them on Wednesday. At least we're supposed to. Jose going 2 plates, a little assistance if needed, but working through those force reps. You got to step it up and you got to push it. Looks good. And looks like we got the V triangular bar on there. At this point, we're plotting what we're doing Friday. That's what we do. Speed bench and max effort. Bench twice a week. That dual pulley system on there makes it really light. We should put a 45 on that pin, but somebody has already done that and bent the pin, so we don't want to do that. Anyway, belt's coming off and I'm pissed. All right. That leads me to nothing. I have nothing. Go to the chat box.
Too much over there. We got Paul off
Hey, that's all right.
first. Hey guys, how's it going? How are you, Paul? Thanks for joining us. How's your back doing?
Yeah, how you healing up? Feeling good?
The last weekend, not this past one, but the weekend before. You feel them any better?
Hopefully.
Hopefully quite a bit better by now. Hopefully, otherwise might need to get it checked out if it's still pretty painful.
Anytime the bar falls on your chest like that.
He has a IPA meet May 17th in Bristol, Virginia.
Hey, it's the same day our meet is, right? Yeah. Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, why do I keep saying the 19th?
I don't know.
That's Monday.
Like to confuse people. I tried to tell you that before.
Well, I'm dyslexic a little bit.
You don't listen to me.
Well, it goes one ear out the other sometimes. Straight through.
Thanks for admitting it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, Paul. Go back out there and kick some ass in May. Plenty of time to train, like 16 weeks or something. Maybe 15 now. James Borgalt.
Yeah, James Borgalt in here next. Hello, Ryan and Ashley. I hope all is well. I'm up late tonight. LOL. Stay strong and God bless. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, James.
Glad you're able to make it. Hope you're doing well.
I don't know where you live, but maybe it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. I know that's pretty late for a Thursday.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
It's only 7:24 here. So.
Yeah.
Woo.
Close to 11.
It's just begun. Yeah.
Just begun. Sort of kind of has. All right. Howard Weingarten. He says that's a bar. That's a tsunami bar.
I said earthquake, I think.
Yeah. Well, the tsunami bar that I'm familiar with.
What's an earthquake bar then?
I don't know. Is that the bamboo
Did
bar?
I make that up?
No, there's an earthquake bar. I don't know. They put me on the spot. I've had a name for most of these bars, like the Spider squat bar. I mean, on and on. There is a bar called the Earthquake Bar.
That's a.
Yeah, but to
I thought it
Google
was
it.
that the shaking.
Yeah, could be. I think my bamboo bar is called the
Smelly.
Earthquake Bar. I have to look at it. We haven't used it in a while. Maybe that's what
No,
we'll do
it's called
Friday.
a bamboo bar.
Well, it's got another name on it though too, because it's built for 370 pounds of kettlebells you can put on it. I think we need to break that out for a little shoulder rehab at the end of the workout on Friday, and you'll see that next week.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll have to look it up. An answer. Thank you, Howard.
Look at that lunchbox.
I got my hands in my pocket. That's not fair.
I'll hit you with the can opener. Cut you like a razor blade. All right, Howard Weingarten.
I got a bunch of witnesses and I got it on camera, so I dare you to.
That won't do it. You're already on here. You already committed a crime on here of assault and battery, attempted murder by punching somebody in their liver.
Oh, attempted murder.
Yeah.
God, drama queen.
Yeah, if I go down, you take the bench monster down with cheap shots like that, you're going down. You'll be using Skittles for fucking eyeliner. That's what the women do in jail. They take the red Skittles and they put them on there for eyeshadow and shit. So you might want to practice.
God, that's
All right.
gotta be so annoying, like the stickiness on your eyelids.
I don't know
anything.
I don't know anything.
I'd go without makeup.
And Howard says, "Hope we're both doing well and going strong."
Hope you are too, Howard. Thank you. We're doing good. We hope you and your wife are also. It's good to have you here as
I have to
always.
go on a diet.
He says yes, it's from Elite FTS. Okay.
Elite FTS.
We'll take your word for it. I don't know what the hell the Earthquake Bar is.
It's a bar.
I'm pretty sure it's a bar, but I don't know what it would be then if it's not that shaking. I'll have to look it up. Who cares?
James Borgalt.
James Borgalt just came off of 4 light weeks next comp in March. Also did 8 weeks of BPC, and shoulders are feeling great.
Oh, good.
Want 700 in comp. I live in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island on the East Coast.
East
Yeah.
Coast.
I think I need some BPC in this rear delt. Can you handle that?
Sure. I'll get you.
Stick a insulin needle in there and hit that a little bit. It's a little twangy. It's popping and cracking.
Mr. Elite Entertainment. Hey, Mr. Elite, thanks for joining us. 1,200 for 10 bench is very impressive.
That is awesome. It's only once in a lifetime you're going to see some of that. By the time the next person comes around, who knows? But right now, it's just crazy. It's cool to see. I'm just happy I'm here to see it because I've came a long way from when I started in '93, and I've seen it all. And I'm honored to say, and I've seen the best, and I've met the best, and it's awesome. And Jimmy's going for 1,500. We don't know when, but he'll do it. I don't call people and say, "Hey, when's your next meet?" I don't pry into people's business. So, but we'll find out because something's cooking. You're doing 1,200 for 10 off of one board. Something's cooking. Mr. Elite.
Do you have any advice for calculating chain tension?
Well, tension is a weird word, but the chains.
The chain weight.
My chain weight are they're I think they're 5/8 short link, and I specifically ordered these because each 5-foot chunk is 20 pounds on the dot. So when I bought them, I made sure when I looked in the catalog and they ordered them from some shipping company on the coast over here by Oregon, and I made sure that cut them at 5-foot length, so each one is 20 pounds. You go to your local hardware store, you're not going to find those specific ones. They have to be ordered, unless there is some naval anchor chain company out there where you live, and you basically need to weigh them, and they need to get a carrier chain and put that into the equation. Usually the carrier chains are 5 pounds. Mine are. And when you put a chain on there, you check at chest level to see how much chain is deloaded onto the floor, and you calculate it that way. You always want at least 90% of the chain on the floor. You want a little bit off because you don't want to come down and have, no chain on all the chain on the floor and no chain. You actually want to have a little bit slow off the ground so there's some tension there. So that's how I calculate them. And I've seen there's different chains in our gym that are 18.7 pounds. But like I said, mine are 20. And I've had them since 2002. Love them. Use them all the time. Except tomorrow. Tomorrow's band day. So we're going to be doing a Duffalo prototype probably and some double mini bands. And it's an investment to buy the chains. I mean, back when I ordered them, they weren't that spendy, but they're not cheap now. 250 bucks or something for, you got to pay shipping weight. You know, that's over 200 pounds of chain coming to you. But, and I ordered specifically, an extra foot because you got to cut off links, you know, every so often. So I want them perfect. And each one of them I measured out to the T. Cut them with a torch at the company and put them in a milk crate that I stole from Safeway behind the store. And that's how I did it. One rep. Gotta drink my purple drink here.
One rep. What up, guys? Picked up Connie from the airport today. We're probably going to have some videos for you next week. Looking forward to Saturday. Very cool. You guys have fun. Have a good workout. And we'll look forward to having some good videos then. Hope you guys have a good time.
Yeah.
Cool.
San Diego.
Get
nice
some
weather
good
down there.
in. Sounds good. We expect to see videos.
Yeah, please send one rep, please.
Howard Weingarten. Well, my back is really messed up. My sacroiliac. Did I say that right? Sacroiliac?
Looks good to me.
On the left side, and it's killing me. So I have had to miss a couple workouts. So I need to find a way to make it up.
Yeah, it sounds like if it's making you miss workouts, it's serious pain.
Yeah.
And hard to work through.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
I'm not sure what can cure that. Cortisone shot, disc replacement, on and on and on. I know all about back and L5s and thoracic, lumbar. Yeah, I got screwed up from neck to the bottom, but that's one of the reasons you don't see me do a lot of reps anymore with weight, because maintaining the arch. The more I'm in that thing, you know, it's just a ticking time bomb. It's the more damage I put into it. It's 3 days of torture at home. And I got to roll in that indoor softball a lot. So usually, 2-3 reps, fast as I can get them, rack that bar. I don't want to sit in that arch too long. All right, one rep.
Hope all is well and the health is getting better. Love y'all. So let's fucking go.
What's Saturday
Hell
for
yeah,
one
we
rep?
love you too,
You guys
buddy.
squatting or benching?
I don't.
Well, we'll find out.
I would say she's probably squatting.
Squatting? Okay. Well,
Because she comes around here a lot on Saturday.
we'll see what we
She
got.
squat?
Well, we'll see some
So I
videos.
thought she
I'm
was going
excited.
last, I
Yeah.
don't know. That way she has a spot in the crew to help her.
Yep. Sometimes you got to drive. I know all about that. I drove an hour
Well, now
every
she's
Sunday.
flying.
Well, fly.
But I mean, it's more than just for
Yeah.
to visit them and stuff too.
Make a little vacation out of it.
Yeah, for sure. It's a cool place to go. We need to do
I'd
that
be
too.
in Tijuana running around.
One rep can tour us around Tijuana.
I know where to go.
Like 30 years ago, you did.
I did. I don't think my store's there anymore.
I'm guessing not.
No, I bet it's
I'm
not.
guessing nothing. I'm guessing
Nothing.
you wouldn't even recognize it.
Nope. I still had the
Get
bit.
us lost
I
and
had.
killed.
Well, yeah. Used to go down to further down Ensenada, a little further down, get better prices on Tylenol and stuff down there. Okay, where we at?
Paul Lawfer. I got my F8 bench shirt. Can't wait to try it out next Tuesday.
Awesome. 3-ply. I'm hoping. I need a new shirt. No, I got a lot of shirts. I got so many shirts you can't even sit in the back of my truck. I need to use what I got. All right.
Yeah, we can't wait to see videos from when you try out your new F8.
Yeah, you got to break that thing in a little bit.
Devin's strength and health. Generally speaking, SI dysfunction and chiropractic go hand in hand, Howard. Okay. So, like, they can fix that issue, hopefully. You have a chiropractor, Howard? That might be something. to look
Aggressive
into.
adjustments. I know a lot of them use those little lasers and, I like hardcore adjustments.
Oh, did he already say that he had a chiropractor? I think he's already seen a chiropractor.
Yeah, arching isn't the best
hopefully-
thing for
hopefully
for
the
your back.
chiropractor can kind of
I can attest to that.
put it back into place and maybe not aggravate it too bad. And it's a tough one. 'Cause that's something that'll probably just keep getting irritated with that arch. But
And watch out for your neck too, because driving your head back in the bench is what effed up my 3 discs above the thoracic. Stenosis, they call it. So many years of driving my head back, chest up, pull that head back all the time. Wear and tear catches up with you. And Paul says his back
his
is
back
better.
is better,
That's
yeah.
good.
Good.
Glad to hear
it,
that.
Glad to hear it's
That was a scary
doing
video I saw.
better, yeah.
I didn't see it on the internet, but Dan Logman showed me on his phone, and I was like, "Oh, ouch!"
Fuck. Glad you're feeling better. Ultra Colt 6920. Did you like living in Dallas?
Yeah, I moved down there and enjoyed it. It was 6 months. Heat of the summer though, so you only came out to the pool about 4 o'clock, and then as nightfall came, that's when I became active. And I was down there actually searching for Steve Goggins, who trained in Denton, Texas at the time, and I wanted to go visit him, but I ended up at the Cabaret Royale, a gentleman's club, in a suit, and that's where I saw Dennis Rodman.
Sure.
Because I was dating a lady who worked at Denny's, but found out she likes to dance naked too. So it was win-win.
You're a loser. Low-life
Up and leave.
loser.
Just fucking here 1 minute, gone the next. That's how I live.
That's not how you live.
Yeah.
Not even 30 years ago, yeah.
Off to Florida, Texas. The weather down there I didn't like. The humidity. It's hard to get used to. They say you get used to it, but a little rough. But big people are just seem more accepted in Texas. And walking around at 320 pounds up here, you're like Bigfoot. And you're a novelty, and people look at you weird. It's not going to make me change who I am.
Howard, why
360 pounds.
Time, hopefully, that's what the chiropractor said. And it feels like an ice pick going
Oh,
through the
fuck.
hip. Oh, no. That's no good. Hopefully it feels better.
Yeah, it's a traumatic, I hate to use the word
Hopefully
injury,
some
but yeah, time will tell. I'm surprised a lot of the meats you have to have face savers on them, and I know this meat that we have coming up, we have to have face savers. So I don't know what meat you were at, Paul, but I just wish they would have face savers or
Saved
something.
BJ's life and that other guy.
I know. I've seen the bar come when it comes down
If you
with a
could see where
banster
they
quick.
caught it right over his face.
Yeah.
It was fucking horrible. I can't remember if that was.
It's scary when it happens.
BJ
It happens
other
so
guy.
quick, and there's nothing you can do. You got to jump in. You got to be on top of your game. Howard.
Let's see.
Oh, I forgot
Oh,
to
yeah.
mention Whataburger. That's my favorite thing in Dallas. Ate it every day. And they were open like 24 hours. Loved it.
I bet. Paul offer size 53, 3-ply.
Hey, that's what I got. A 53 3-ply. Fits me like a glove.
Howard says, "Oh yeah, he pulled and pressed the hell out of me.
Oh, good.
Well, hopefully that'll do you some good, and you'll feel a little bit better after the fact. Hopefully."
Yeah.
Mr. Elite Entertainment. I remember watching Steve Goggins 1102 squat. Impressive depth.
Yeah, I was there 20 feet from it. And when I saw him go down with it, and he leaned forward, and he was still going down, 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 and it looked like Steve's eyeballs were kind of coming out of his head a little bit. And then he stood up with that weight, and I just remember jumping up and down with it was just like I won the lotto. Because he came out of that hole and finished that lift that day, and that was at the Arnold.
Was it?
Yeah, 2004, I think. It was an awesome feat of strength to see.
That's cool.
Yeah, awesome guy too. Got to hang out with him. He trained at North Georgia Barbell, where Kara Bohegan trained at, and it was good to mingle with those guys.
Oh yeah, I do know what it's like to drop a bar on the chest. Not fun. Yes, you do. We were there for that. We saw that.
Yes. Scary.
Very scary.
I remember I took a 1080 bench down, and it stopped 2 inches from my chest, then rolled onto my stomach. I'll try to find that video, but I remember that bar just like cutting through me in half, and then they were trying to grab the weights, and they were twisting, and I just remember I don't think I pooped for like 3 days. I thought I was in trouble. The bar was literally, it's almost grotesque. It's just looks like it's halfway through my body. That was the day I attempted the 1105. Nearly got it. February 2008 it was. 360 pounds, 62 pounds, I think, that day. Had a viral infection, too. I was hacking blood and phlegm in the back, but still lifted. That's what you do. I show up to get things done.
Yeah.
I go to kill. That's what I do. That was back when Inzer made a great shirt. What happened to him? Stop making great shirts, Mr. Inzer? Come on, you're better than that. But I guess he made all his money. I forgot to ask, well, maybe I did ask Ed Cohn that question. I don't remember. Anyway.
I recall 1121 being dropped on Mendelssohn.
Yeah, that's happened more than once.
Multiple times with multiple weights, I believe.
He gets up and hobbles away, just like the warrior he is. By the way, I need to call him. Make sure he's doing all right. Heard he's down to 248 body weight. I just can't see that. No. I don't believe. Somebody's got their numbers mixed up. Maybe like 268. Mendelssohn can't get down to 248.
No.
I don't care not eating carbs or whatnot. His bones weigh 260. Yeah, no freaking way. But I'm just as guilty. I got a cell phone with a number, and I could sit around on my couch watching stupid TV shows. I should pick it up and call. Say hi. Reissue some challenges. We'll go head to head on the seniors, masters, 90-year-old and above division.
Fucking mess.
Hey, we're still here. Seems like yesterday. It was him and I.
Oh, that wasn't the day you hit the 800. I remember you dropped one that day also.
Wasn't the day you hit the 800. I hit the 800 in August of 2002, and I didn't drop any that day. The week before I did in Houston, Texas. I think I rolled 800 on me a few times. But you just get up and walk away. I mean, it's what it is. Mr. Ludwig chiming in.
Thanks for the advice on my bench. I
Just-
will be implementing the changes tomorrow.
Yeah, just a few simple things, a few simple tweaks. It's got all the power in the world. Let's try to make this lift easier. And we can get into arching, we can get into other things, but I just threw him a few things that I see could help. The self handoff is a little taxing on a human being when you got to take it out and put it in your own line. But there's a lot of people that take self handouts by themselves for 10, 12 years, and you try to hand off for them, and it just doesn't work. So hopefully, a few simple tweaks can help. Go for that 450 bench now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's the gist of it.
There's a picture of yourself face to face with Mendelssohn, and someone put jail bars in
Yeah.
the picture, LOL.
That was in Detroit, somewhere over there, and I wasn't lifting that day, but Scott was, and I told him we were gonna do that. We were standing up. It was just after he lifted. He had his shirt off, and I had a tank top and I had like a blue shirt on, and I said, Scott, this is what we're gonna do. We started doing it, and the whole room, there was chat. The whole room went quiet, and I remember people were just taking pictures because we were like, they didn't know what the fuck was gonna go on. We're like face to face, and then we just turned around and we laughed, and everybody thought it was serious, and it was fun. I come up with these little ideas, just from the hip. Let's try this. Let's do this. Let's make this fun. That was my idea.
When you tore your pec with 675, what were things you did to start benching?
Didn't tear my pec that day. Actually, popped some type of thing under my armpit. This is a true story. I don't know why somebody said I tore my pec. Something under my armpit popped, and I freaked out, of course. I went in 3 days later, and I was setting up on the bench, and this is no joke, I'm not lying. I was going to try, I think I did one plate. I didn't feel a pec tear, 2 plates. I've torn my pec before. And then when I went 3 plates, I came back on the bar, and when I swung up, I stretched like this, and it popped, and it was all better. It just it was some little tweak. I don't know what it was under the armpit, because it was tight with 1 plate, 2 plate. But when I stretched back like this, it popped, and then I took out 3 plates, and I went, okay, we're back to normal.
weird.
I didn't tear my pec that day. Tore it doing 755 in an Inzer purple canvas in April of 2003. Came down with the bar, the shirt locked up, and pec ripped. Still locked out the weight, but that was a painful experience. It was hard to sleep the next 2 nights because it felt like somebody had a red hot knife in that pectoral. That's when it swelled up 3 times the size as the other one. I went in the gym and I tried to take out one plate, and it was so seized up, one plate wouldn't come down. So I had to start with lat pullovers, biceps, lat pullovers, all kinds of stuff, and slowly came back, had some ART therapy on it. And you guys heard that story. I mean, tore it in April, went to Hawaii at a risk, did a 705 out there to beat the highest bench press in Hawaii ever, and wasn't supposed to be there with the scar tissue in the pec, but that's what you do. You offered a free trip to Hawaii. You gonna turn that down? I'm not. And by the end of that year in December, I did 8-15 at a WABDL meet in Vegas. So you can bounce back. But that's Dave Palumbo. And it was July, 3 months after, he told me about growth hormone and how to take it. And sure enough, it sped up recovery. So sometimes you got to do things to get back in the game instead of sitting on the sidelines, and bounce back from that one. Still got a gnarly little bump in there, slightly deformed, but hasn't stopped me. That was in 2003. If it would have stopped me, I wouldn't have done all the great things I did in 2007.
Yeah. Is that early? Or was after that?
What's that? Oh, that was 2007 was when I started that run.
Oh,
I started the year with 902 and ended with 1050. Got a CPAP and started wearing that Phenom. I knew I was onto something when I actually figured it out. Scary. But one-use shirts they were. Use them once and then they were nothing. What else you got?
oh yeah, and then Howard says that. Oh yeah, Mandy has a couple videos that show him pretty small on YouTube.
Can you send me one of those, Howard? I got him on my subscription list, but I never see any videos. I want to take a peek. Videos really don't do people justice. I mean, you can look big and look this, that, and the other, but I just don't see Mendelsohn being that I don't know, 248. Somebody said, I just can't buy it. They must be current videos then.
Yeah.
Are they reels? They're not actual video. Maybe they're reels that he's posting.
What difference does that make?
Because the subscription, when it pops up,
Oh.
it says like a notification. You go to their site and it's like the video, a brand new video will be up. But maybe he's posting reels. They don't come up as, or yeah, they do. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll go digging around.
Real elections. When I try decline either a plate, I feel super unstable and shaky. How do I fix that?
Well, is the bench stable? Or if you're not stable, are you using is it a super narrow pad decline where you're like on a balance beam? You just have to tighten things up. You have to pretend you're on the flat bench, drop your shoulders down, pinch them together, pinch those lats together, or the upper back together, and maintain tightness. Once you loosey-goosey, that's when things start getting a little wobbly. But you got to maintain that tightness, even though you're on a decline. You don't just take it out and press it, because you will, but you got to squeeze everything tight. Retract those shoulders. I hate our decline. The bolts were loose, so it wiggles, and then it starts wide where you sit, and then narrows like 6 inches by your head. So it is a balancing problem. But
Did you ever bench 700 raw?
680 touch and go in the gym, 650 in a meet, and I never trained for it. Somebody said there's a raw meet coming up in our town. Okay, I'll train for it for 4 weeks, and that's when I hit 680 touch and go, and it's pretty strong back then. Should have done it another time when I was forced to warm up quickly for an APA meet, and Scott Taylor was yelling at me, and I usually shirt up at 7. I was opening with 10:10, and like I said, I went to 7:56. Did it to a 2-board just with wrist wraps. And I mean, Paul Roch handed it out to me. I brought it down, and I fucking put that up so quick, and I turned around. The first thing I said to him is, I got that raw record today, but no, I'm happy with what I've done. My 680 raw, you were there.
Yeah.
Wasn't even planning on doing it. In fact, I did it first on a half board. I remember Paul handed it out, and I had a half board, which is nothing. And I took it down and put it up, and I said, if I could do it on a half board, I bet I can do it full range. And sure did. Had a great arch back then, and I was 330 pounds probably.
Big Joe, hey Brian, what's the plan for tomorrow?
Well, it's a Duffalo bar with mini bands to start with. Tricep work is made up after that on the spot. We'll do something unique. Haven't figured it out yet. Usually when I'm driving to the gym, the 2-minute drive we have, I have a time to think about what we're going to do. And I try to do things that we haven't done recently. If not too recently, we can do the same movement 2 weeks in a row. But I only like to switch the angle, switch the band tension, the chain. So we'll figure it out. That's what makes it fun. You don't just walk in like same song and dance, same shit over and over again. It's always different. I'm always throwing curveballs, wrenches in the wheels, that type of thing.
Howard Weingarten, no, there are shorts on YouTube, and I'll find one and try sending it.
Thank you, Howard. I appreciate that. Shorts. Is that the same thing as reels?
Oh.
I don't
I've
either.
heard of shorts before. I don't know what the difference between shorts and reels
I'll
are.
go to, I'll have to go there and
Check
poke
it
around
out.
and see what's going on.
Mm.
I'm assuming that he's got some health things, like we all catches up with us, and he's probably being told to get body weight off, which I need to do. So start doing 2-mile walks 3 times a week and restricting my food and getting lean and mean.
Sure. We'll believe it when
I
we
could
see
drop 20 pounds in 2 weeks if I want to. We put it on in 2 weeks too. Seen that before. When I got ready for the Arnold, put on 28 pounds in 2 weeks. Just to look big. Because you want to go to the Arnold, look big. And the Arnold's coming up, and I don't know if we're going or not. That's me?
Up to you, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
To figure that out, because time's ticking.
I know. I keep reminding you. I don't know to decide.
I know. I got a lot of other things on my plate right now, but doing the best I can in life. Don't smile at me like that fucking grin.
Hate it.
You hate it here?
Fucking despise it. Yeah, I hate my life.
You hate your life. You shouldn't hate your life. You should be loved
Hate
and be
it here.
happy.
Yeah,
Anyway,
tons of love here.
we will be back again next week. You know where to send videos, I hope. What's my email? I don't even know anymore. Oh, it's benchmonster@gmail.com.
Ooh, there's a shocker.
I remember when I had to pick that
Guys.
because Enzer stole my name. It was Bench King, Monster Bencher, or Bench Monster, and I had to decide on the spot. And I said, Bench Monster. Didn't like it. For 2 years, I hated it. Then I liked it because somebody was yelling it when I went up to the bench. Let's go, Bench Monster. But that's me. That's what I wouldn't be the Bench Monster without Louis Simmons. I know that. If I wouldn't have took that fork in the road and moved to Florida, I would have ran into him and learned all the things that I did. Sometimes you got to take that fork in the road in life and do things and go for different adventures, and that's what I did. And it helped me, and it can't thank Louis enough. Miss the guy.
Very much.
So I'm not sure. I think max effort. I think we're doing floor press, so you can look forward to that. I'm not sure. That's kind of what the game plan is. We've been on the bench for a couple weeks in a row. We were going to do reverse band, but we haven't been on the floor press for a while, so it'll probably be raw. Some people will use a bench band. I'll see what I'm going to do. I have no idea. But, yeah, we're looking forward to doing some floor pressing on Tuesday. That's the plan. So I don't have much to say. How about you? Shut this thing down. Go feed the monster.
Thank you
Enjoy
for
my
joining
last
us.
meals before I have to go buy all my diet food and
Sure.
what?
I've been tailing him that for fucking months.
Well, February 1st is. I think that's when I got to start doing it.
Sure.
So, and by the end of
So, like,
February,
tomorrow.
is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, I got to go get my groceries in tonight. We're going to Walmart. I need my reduced fat peanut butter. I need my Lenny and Larry's cookies. I need my what's my vegetables?
I don't know, I'm not going to Walmart.
You're not going to help me? What a team player you are. I help you.
No, totally.
Fuck. All right. Let's get off here so I can go murder somebody. Welcome to Benchmonster TV. I'm the only one here. Somebody has passed away.
That's nice.
Natural causes.
That's
Wink, wink.
great.
Yeah.
I've got video.
We go put you in a
Proof.
ditch out here in the river. The river's not far from here. Let's go down there and float down there with the fishes.
I already heard a silent alarm on my phone.
Do like Buffalo Bill
So
and
when they
anchor you
find-
down
when
so they don't
can't
find
find
you.
me. I've already sent a
When your
message
body
to the
starts
police.
bloating, you're still stuck down there in the bottom. The sturgeon are, and they'll just feed on you.
Just wrap it up. This is all you're gonna say. Then we need to wrap it up. Like, good God.
I know, it's not fun.
Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
great time.
It's fun. It's just make believe.
Sorry,
None of what I say is really true. It's just
Dumb.
it's for filler.
Dumb.
Yeah, that's all it is.
So just wrap it up. You don't
Wrap-
need that
wrap
kind
this
of
up.
garbage filler.
Wrap these up. Look at that. That's like the size of your head.
Mongoloid hands away.
Mongoloid? Are my eyes that spaced? A mongoloid?
Yeah.
What a rude person you are. Have your parents raised you that way? Let me tell you. Let me tell you how I was raised, and why I turned out the way I did. You have to read my book, The Tell All.
Okay.
I'm excited to write it
Great.
because nobody knows. I think it'd be fun. Some people may be able to relate. I don't know. Anyway, please send me videos if you can. Love to have you showcase your guys' videos on here because it's not all about me. I just bring speed, bench, and max effort. That's about all I bring to the table. At the videos I go and find, prefer that you guys, everybody brings a cell phone to the gym anymore. Say, hey, can you film this for me? And send it to me, and I'll put it on the show. That's what it's about. It's about you guys. I just throw speed, bench, and max effort in there. Got to bring my big old camera in the gym with my new tripod and set it up and make sure people aren't walking in front of it because they get in trouble. I yell at them. Isn't there somebody that doesn't like that on your TikTok or wherever you watch where he's bitching about people, cameras, and he doesn't like people bringing cameras to the gym? Who's that? I hear you playing on your phone sometimes. I like to meet that guy.
Joey Swole.
Joey Swole.
I just think you should throw a tantrum because somebody in the gym.
I don't throw tantrums.
We're not there to watch out for fucking cameras. Like that, you can fuck off with that.
I know.
Shit. I won't fucking watch out for people's.
Well, I do things to get a
Fuck
rise
that.
out of people, and some
If I
bozo.
obviously see it, and it's easy to go around. But if you want to fucking,
I always
talk
put it
shit,
where-
that's why I fucking purposely walk through.
I know you don't. What have I created? You were never this way. You've gotten worse with your age.
Putting up with you for fucking the last 15 whatever years has fucking made
15?
the nightmare.
I thought
Wears on a person after a while instead of being a happy, bubbly, positive person and just fucking
I'm happy and bubbly and
hate life. You just grind on people.
grind on people. Why do I
On me, maybe not people.
like to push your buttons and people's buttons? It's fun. Howard says he feels the love.
Always.
What I see?
Any guests coming up in the future?
Being on a Thursday at 7 p.m., a lot of my guys are back east, and that's 10 o'clock, and usually they go 2 hours, and that leaves guys up till it's just. I thought about it, moving the show to a different earlier time, so we could have East Coast guests, because a lot of people, it's a lot to ask somebody during COVID and stuff when there was nothing going on. But now people have lives, and Thursday night's a work night for some people, and it's a lot to ask to bring somebody on here and then leave them on the show till midnight East Coast. So I don't know. I contemplated moving the show to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's 7 o'clock East Coast time, maybe 5, so it's 8 o'clock time people are home and can do this stuff. I've been procrastinating a lot. Because there's some people I want to have, but it's just, I just feel, hey, can you be on our show Thursday night at 7? Well, that's 10 o'clock here. I work at 4 in the morning on Friday. Stuff like that. Not everybody works, in this world. Unless you're really rich and don't have to work. That must be nice. Big Joe at the bottom here.
Yeah, but it's a rule that we all know and follow. Don't get in front of Ryan's camera.
Well, if they get in front of it, then they can't see on the show. So I do the best I can.
Except all of you guys have at least gotten the camera once before.
They're allowed to do it once. They get a warning, and then
they get shit talked.
No shit talk. I just say,
Oh,
hey.
yeah. They get shit talked on the show.
Because they want to be on the show too. Dan wants to have his video, be able to see Dan lifting, Jose, Elijah, all 9 guys if I could, but we'd be here forever on max effort. And I always set it up in a place where it's like where we are. It's not like 20 feet away. So I do my best to accommodate with everybody. Yeah, time difference. Ken Lane was Ken Lane was awesome. I reached out to him, and he had to go out and buy a camera for his computer. We did a test run, Skype test run earlier in the week, and we talked for 2-3 hours just during the day. Ken's one of the guys I looked up to, and Inzer Powerlifting USA Inzer article, Ken Lane and Anthony Clark. Never forget that. I saw the numbers that they were benching, and I said, if these guys can do it, Anthony Clark confused me a little bit because he benched reverse grip. And that's not how I did it. And I was like, okay, but Ken Lane was, salt and pepper hair and, 7 this and 7 that. And I was like, well, if human beings can do it, it can be done. And it made it believable for me. And so started the war to get there. But yeah, so I gotta, we talk to people about being on the show and they say, yeah, but the time thing is a little rough for people. And a lot of the greatest lifters, we got some on the West Coast, Mendelson and AJ Roberts and stuff. And wonder where Dan Green lives. I don't think he lives on the West Coast, but a lot of people, it's late, so I don't know what to do.
Ed Cohn said he'd be on the show.
Ed Cohn probably would. Yeah. Like to have Ed Cohn. Ed Cohn said he would. Laura Phelps said she would. On and on. I just feel like a low down scumbag when I call up to somebody and interfere with their daily livings and want them to stay.
1 fucking week.
Yeah, but keep them up till midnight, and then they gotta get up at 4, feed the kids and the dogs, and they gotta go to work. Right. And they've been up all night on Benchmonster TV. That's what bothers me. Okay, we will be back next week. Maybe we'll have some videos from Raph over here, and you'll see much more from us. Hopefully some awesome floor press videos and some awesome tricep work, and that'll be that. And the train keeps on rolling. Yeah, try to get stronger and try to lose some weight. That's my plan.
Believe when we see it.
Dude, I can do it. Once I set my mind to it, you can't stop me. Sacramento, Dan Green. Oh, West Coast. Let's say he'd work. I don't know if he's interview wanting to do things like that, but I have questions. Want to know, how much he lifted in high school and what sports he played, and miss those questions. Tells us a lot about the person we have on the show. It's got to reach out to people and sets things up. Mark Bell would be cool, but Mark Bell said I could come on his show and defend myself 5,000 years ago when Mendelson was on there bashing me. So, and he said, yeah, you can be on my show. Didn't fly me down there, didn't offer me nothing. So I didn't get to go out and defend myself. So, thanks. Mendelson loves me, though. Even though he says bad things, he loves me. And I love him. That's the love we have. It's the love. Turn it on, we turn it off. All right. Sign us out.
Yeah, you're just rambling.
That's what I'm good at.
Losing people by the fucking minute.
Fucking what I'm good at.
Rambling.
Well.
You done?
I guess. Let me take off these. I guess I'm done.
You need the reading glasses to talk and ramble?
No.
Okay.
I want to see your beautiful face. It's a little blurry. You got high insulin or something going on. John Hack is in Wisconsin. That's a 2-hour, maybe.
Yeah. Not being
yeah, I'd like to interview him. Boy, I have questions.
Yeah, he'd be a good one too.
Wow. Maybe if we shorten it up like an hour instead of, but sometimes they stretch, man. By the time we get done with the questions in the chat box,
just ask them if
it's
they
a lot
need
of
to
time.
get off earlier, then you cut it off. And you want better than nothing.
I'm not saying we need another COVID thing to happen, but it was so easy back then. Everybody was kind of like isolated and hiding out. It's perfect. But that's good to know.
Yes.
All right.
Nice to know.
We'll be back next week, rocking and rolling.
Guys, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you spending your Thursday evening with us. As always, we appreciate it. And we hope you have an awesome day tomorrow, awesome Friday, a wonderful weekend, and a great start to your week next week. Love you guys. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.